Hello friends, today in this video we will start the lesson tertiary and quaternary activities. Okay, so let's start. When you fall ill, you go to a family doctor or you call a doctor. Sometimes your parents take you to a hospital for treatment. Okay, then while in school you are taught by a teacher. In event of any dispute, legal opinion is obtained by from a lawyer. Okay, likewise there are so many professionals who provide their services against the payment of their fee. Yes, so here we are discussing about, you can see the services, the professionals like doctor, teachers and lawyers, and there are many more, okay, who give us services. Now let us recall what we have studied in previous lessons. In primary activities, what we are doing? We are doing agriculture. Okay, we are doing agriculture. In primary activities we are doing agriculture, forestry, mining and fishing. Okay, these four things we are doing in primary activities. Okay, in secondary activities what we are doing? In secondary activities we manufacture things. Okay, how we manufacture? The raw material provided by these activities. Agriculture, suppose agriculture say we got potato, okay, from agriculture. Okay, then this is forestry, we get wood, okay, from forest. Then mining say we get, suppose iron ore, okay, iron ore. And from fishing we get fish. So now we have these things from primary activities. Okay, now what we will do with these products? We will process them and we will make a new product. Okay, see, in secondary activity we manufacture. What we manufacture? From potato we make chips like Lay's, Bingo or Kurkure, whatever. So these are the chips. So what we have done? We have processed these potatoes into a very tasty chips. Okay, so it means we have manufactured. Okay, that is called food processing industries, agro based industries. Wood से क्या बनाते हैं? We make furniture. Okay, we make furniture from wood. So now also we manufacture the furniture, chair, tables from wood. That is also manufacturing. Then iron ore, we what we do with iron ore? We purify the iron ore, make it iron, extract iron from iron ore, and then we can make some tools. Okay, tools from iron ore, or we can make vehicles from iron. Then we have fish. We can also process fish. We have seen many products are there which use fish oil, okay, which use many things, okay, fish nutrients. So this is all come in the secondary activities. So what we can say? We can say that the thing whatever we are getting from the primary activities, we are manufacturing, we are processing these things into making a new final product through secondary activities. All clear? Now, so primary, secondary, now comes the role of tertiary activities. From primary we get raw material, okay, and then this raw material is processed here into final products. Now final products are there and it lies with the industry. Now the people want final product, consumer want the product. What will they do? How the consumer will get that product? Okay, here is the role of services. What? Transportation. See, suppose product is lying in industry, then some people who are involved in transportation, they will carry that final product from industry to the market. That is called services, transportation services. Okay, now it comes in market. Okay, then some shopkeeper, okay, it means retailer or wholesaler, they will sell that product and then consumer get that product. Okay, so here the role of shopkeeper and transportation is will be services. They are providing services. See, in primary activities they are producing something. they are producing something. Raw material means like any mineral from mining, any wood from forest, or some crops from agriculture. Then we are making final products, we are adding the some value in that raw material. So here also we are producing something. But in tertiary activities we are not producing anything, any tangible thing. Tangible thing means which we can see, we can touch. We cannot produce any tangible thing, but we are giving services, and services cannot be seen, cannot be touched. These are intangible things. So I think it is clear, service sector. Now again come here. Likewise, there are many professionals who provide their services against payment of their fee. Thus all types of services are special skills provided in exchange of payments. Health, education, law, governance, recreation require professional skills. These services require other theoretical knowledge and practical training. Okay, so whenever any service is performed, we need some training for that. You cannot, any person cannot do any work, na? We need some training. Suppose a salesman sells something, okay, so he has some some skills, how to convince the consumer, to read the mind of consumer. That is the skill of a salesman. He will convince you by any means. So it is a training. For a teacher you have to take some training, okay, how to teach properly. For a doctor, he needs some medical practice, how to make a surgery, how to give medicines, prescription. Okay, for a lawyer, he needs training for debate in the court. So all these things need training. Okay, now come here. In the initial stages of economic development, larger proportion of people worked in the primary sector. It means what? Whenever any country, okay, it means in every country is a very starting age, okay, like when people were doing hunting and gathering, then people became civilized, he started agriculture, and after that with some technology he also produced something, okay, he started using some raw material and producing some basic items for himself. Suppose like a bullock cart, he produced bullock cart, he manufactured with the help of wood. Okay, so these things he started. He produced tools, okay, tools for hunting animals. You can see the first type of secondary activity manufacturing is to kill the animals by tools produced by the ancient people. That is called the secondary activity. So it means every country has been gone through that primary stage, okay, where most of people were involved in the primary activities. Now in a developed economy, the majority of workers get employment in tertiary activities. So as soon as the technology grows of a country, most of the people move towards the tertiary sector. Okay, so tertiary activity includes both production and exchange. The production involves the provision of services that are consumed. The output is indirectly measured in terms of wages and salaries. So one more thing, whenever we are measuring, okay, we have to check, we have to count, okay, the production by a factory. What we will do? We will just measure the quantum of product, how much product it has formed. For example, a mobile phone company, we will see how much mobiles it produce in one day. Suppose 2000 mobiles in one day. So we can say that, okay, this company produce 2000 mobile in one day, or take it a 1 month or 1 year. Suppose a company is producing 1 crore mobile phones in 1 year. That we can say that is the measurement of a production. But whenever it comes to the tertiary activity, we cannot measure, okay, in tangible items, okay, how much service you have given. Can you imagine how much service have you given, how many service have you given? It is not possible. What can we do? We can measure the service sector with their salaries and wages. Okay, so if the people who are involved in the service sector, if we calculate, if we measure the salaries and wages of all the people, that will be the measurement for the tertiary sector. Okay, so that is how we have measured service sector in many different countries like Australia, Europe, European countries, US, etc. Then exchange involves trade, transport, communication facilities that are used to overcome distances. So what is exchange? Exchange means give and take. Okay, here exchange involves trade, transport, communication facilities. It means exchange is a give and take. Okay, we give money and take the product, that is called exchange. Okay, how it possible? Through transportation, because things are produced in factory and they are sold in market. So this gap between the factory or industry and market is compensated by the transportation. It's completed by the transportation. So that is also there. Tertiary activities therefore involve commercial output of services rather than production of tangible goods. Yes, we discussed this thing. We are not producing any tangible goods, okay, which we can see and touched, okay, in service sector. So they are not directly involved in processing of physical raw material. Exactly, we are not doing anything. We are not changing the form of raw material, which we have done in secondary sector. Common examples are work of a plumber. Now we can see some examples of service sector. Plumber is not producing anything. Okay, he is giving services. Electrician, technician, launderer, barber, shopkeeper, driver, cashier, teacher, doctor, lawyer, and so on and so forth. There are many people involved in this service sector. The main difference between secondary and tertiary activity is that the expertise provided by service relies more on heavily on specialized skills. So we discussed this. They need training. Suppose now come to every professional. See, electrician, he wants training. Okay, he had to understand the mechanism of electric, how electric generated, or what is volt, what is ampere, all these things, the terminology of electric things. The technician, he must be some expertise over some technology. Launderer, how to wash cloth. Barber, how to cut the hair. Shopkeeper, how to sell things. Driver, how to drive the car. Cashier, how to maintain account books. Teacher, how to teach. Doctor, how to make a surgery or give prescription. Lawyer, how to debate or how they training in the law, okay, constitution. Publisher, all these people have some certain specialized skilled. Now the knowledge of workers rather than on the production techniques, machinery, factory processes. See, the people who are involved in secondary activities, manufacturing, they generally deal with the machines. If they know how to run machine, they are enough for the job. Okay, so their skills is something different from the service sector skills. Okay, now types of tertiary activities. Now this is the next thing is type of tertiary activities. What are the types of service? See, service sector is divided into, yes, so let me, so you can see this is screen like this. You have to see like this only. Tertiary activity service sector को divide किया है. Service sector, okay, it is divided into tertiary activities, then quaternary activities and quinary activities. Tertiary means third type of activities, quaternary means fourth type of activities, and quinary means the fifth one. Okay, so what it includes? Tertiary activities, what they include? They include trade and commerce, transport, communication, and services as well. So these four things, they include tertiary activities. Then come to the wholesale and retail trade. So when we talk about trade and commerce, generally what comes in our mind? Trade and commerce. We are selling something. Selling means wholesale or retail. Wholesale you all know, and retail also you all know. Wholesale means when we sell something in bulk. Okay, not to an individual customer but to an agency. Okay, we are not dealing with it directly to the customer. Wholesale people, they sell things to a mediator. Okay, then retailer will go to the wholesale market, and then retailer will sell to individual customer. That is the wholesale. So now if we divide wholesale, there's two things: urban supply and rural mandis. Urban supply means the supply for the urban people, the city people, and rural mandis are, mandi is a market. Mandi is a market that is generally periodical market. It means it is held, okay. Mandi is held at a regular interval, not daily. It is not a daily market, but periodic market, some periods, like suppose one day in a week, any one day in a week, Sunday market, Monday market, Tuesday market, Wednesday market, whatever the market. So this is called rural mandis. It may be monthly also, and sometime it may be yearly also, okay. It's like some mela, Nauchandi ka mela in Meerut, that is very famous in UP. So every place, almost every place, they have some different kind of mandis, hearts, exhibition, okay, on yearly, on a biannual basis. Then retail includes urban retail, rural retail. Urban includes chain stores, mail order, convenient shopping centers, and PDS. See, chain stores, you know, when the shops are in chains, okay, many shops are there in a series, so it's called chain stores. Mail order means when we have to communicate, okay, we communicate through telephones and internet. Convenient shopping center, so this is generally malls. Convenient means mall shopping centers. You can find everything in a single shop. That's called convenient shopping centers. And PDS means public distribution system, okay. Generally it is governed by the government. Then rural, it comes to rural, periodic market, stores, and street peddling, PDS. See, periodic markets, I talked about this, and street peddling, PDS, like people who sells on the roads, okay, street peddling. They are going to they're walking, okay, with some cart, okay, thela wala, or these things, the ferry wale, these things can come in this. Transport, this is very common, this is very simple also. Rail network, we know there are 4 types of mode of transportation. Okay, you have studied in 10th class, 9th class, is very common topic. So rail network, road network, waterways, and airways, okay. Rail means, you can see a track is there. Road means highways, state highways, district roads, rural roads. Water means, water is divided into 2 parts, inland and oceanic. In inland, what comes when the transportation is done in the rivers and lakes, okay, that is not connected with the ocean route. That is called inland transportation. Ocean means only in oceans, okay, big open seas are there. This is called oceanic transportation. So see, ocean has 2 type of passenger services and cargo services. So passenger and cargo, while taking passenger is called passenger services, while transporting cargo or goods, this is called cargo services. For air, it is also same, passenger and cargo. Now come to communication. Communication means exchange of ideas, you all know. Then how we communicate? We communicate with people with means of transportation. We go to the people directly and through means of transportation, and then we can talk to them. Telephonic communication, this telecommunication, okay, it is through landline or mobile, okay. Audiovisual means films. Through films people communicate. Suppose one person want to tell his story, okay, to all the whole world. Can he tell in one time? Yes, he can tell. How? He will make a film of his own story. He will make a film on his own story, and just when film will be released, every people can see in the whole world. So you can see film is also a very good means of communication. It comes under audiovisual. It means audio is also there, video is also there. Radio communication, yes, like some 100 years ago, okay, we have like time of independence. Generally all the communication was done through radio signals, radios were there. TV also, and print media. Print media means only printing is there, okay, books, novels, magazines, newspapers, these are the print media. Newspaper and magazines are there. So now come the services. Services are financial or banking services, okay, insurance services, then real estate services, and personal and professional services. Financial banking means related to banking and banking all thing, and insurance services. Real estate means selling of the land, houses, all these things dealing with the selling and buying of houses and land is called real estate. Personal and professional, it means private. Suppose someone is private employee, someone is government employee, and someone is not private, not government, but NGO. NGO means non-governmental organization. Okay, they are not private also. Suppose I have my NGO, some people are working in NGO, so they are not considered in the government. Okay, this is called NGO. Then come here, quaternary services. Quaternary services means it is more specialized. It needs further training, further good knowledge. Okay, deep knowledge. This is called specialized activities, quaternary activities. Information based. Okay, if you are working in IT sector, information, transporting information, taking information, data collection, maintaining data, okay, or data processing, these are called information based. So this is combination quaternary activities. And R&D, this is very important topic and very important term which you study, which you hear so many times. R&D means research and development. Research and development. This is the term which you can hear in every field. R&D. Okay, generally in science, research and development means when we study, when we are try to find something. Okay, we are making some experiment, we are searching something. Okay, we are doing research. People do PhD, okay, on any single topic. For example, at this time coronavirus is very disastrous at this time. So R&D, okay, research and development is going in every country. Okay, people are just trying to find vaccine, trying to invent vaccine for that. Okay, so this is the research and development. Now come to the culinary activities. Culinary means the more further specialized. They have more further value in the society. This is the specialist. Okay, suppose the most specialist person, suppose the top class doctor, okay, he is a specialist. Okay, so this is culinary activity. Decision maker. Okay, decision makers are the person who rule the whole world, because they take decision. Okay, they are the ruler, they can guide any person. Decision maker. Prime Minister is a decision maker. Okay, so he takes decision. A judge of a Supreme Court is a decision maker, he takes decision. Then consultant. Consultant means you have seen tax consultant, okay, or any further advice we take from the people. Consultant, financial consultant. So in case of financial consultant, what we suppose, one person is a businessman, he wants some advice, some suggestions, okay, some consultation on how to save tax. So he will go to a tax consultant. And policy formulators, these are the senior bureaucrats. These are senior bureaucrats which form the policy of a nation. Okay, like policy regarding the flood control, policy regarding poverty alleviation, employment generation, health policy, education policy. Okay, every country has their policy makers in every field. Planning commission, these all are policy makers. And big think tanks all come in this culinary activities. Okay, so this is about the tertiary activities chapter. That is very interesting chapter, because nowadays this service sector has taking a boom in India. Okay, people are moving from primary sector and secondary sector, they are coming more in the tertiary sector. Okay, however, one more thing I want to tell you, Prime Minister Modi, our Prime Minister Modi is trying to get, okay, we can say the place in the sector of manufacturing, top place in the whole world for manufacturing. Okay, and the mission or the campaign he started is a Make in India. You have heard about this term, Make in India. Okay, there is a logo of Make in India, one line is there with some bearings are there. Okay, so that is a logo of that. It means Make in India means they are inviting the other companies from foreign companies to come in India and make in India. Okay, so that is about this chapter. Thank you so much. We will see you in the next chapter and next topic. Okay, goodbye.